In a previous video, I showed you how to calculate the marginal prices for the different units in the power system. In this video, I will use the Power Market Simulator to show you how the supply curve and demand curve, what they looks like. And I will also use the Power Market Simulator to show you how the demand and supply curves, they depend on fuel prices, what season we're looking at, and what day type and time a day we are looking at. During this e-learning course, you will use the Power Market Simulator as a tool to gain hands-on experience with the power markets. In this video here, you will learn how the Power Market Simulator works. You must be able to show and explain the supply and demand curves in the three areas: Ventimola 1, Ventimola 2, and Hydraulitis. And you must also be able to start a power market simulation, and you must be able to show and interpret the result of such a calculation. Let us start looking at the demo version of the Power Market Simulator. Now I'm inside the demo version of the Power Market Simulator. And as you can see here, we have three different areas. We have Ventimola 1, Ventimola 2, and we have Hydraulitis here. If I right-click on Ventimola 1 here, I can get the supply curve for Ventimola, and I can see the demand curve here. The demand curve is price inflexible. It doesn't matter the price, the demand will be the same. And this price inflexible demand is used all over the Power Market Simulator. The power plants we have in Ventimola 1 is we have onshore wind turbine of 800 megawatt. We have an offshore wind power park with a capacity of 500 megawatt. We have a coal-fired unit here of 1500 megawatt, and a newer one with a capacity of 1000 megawatt. And then we have a combined cycle unit here, 1000 megawatt, and then we have a natural gas turbine of 1500 megawatt. This here is as I said before, this is the supply curve. So this here is the cheapest one, and then if we have a demand higher than that, we will start up the next unit here. It will go from here to here, and then if we have a higher demand, the price will increase to this level, and at this level, this unit here will go from 0 to maximum capacity. And if we have a demand higher than that, the price will increase, and this unit here will go from 0 to this maximum capacity, and so on. When we look here at the supply curve and the demand curve, if we look at the demand curve here, the demand curve will change. It depends on the hour of the day. If I say it is during nighttime here, for instance, here I said the hour we want to calculate. If it is during nighttime here, you can see that the demand will decrease. If it is here at this hour here, demand will increase. The demand will also depend on the season. So if I say it is at winter time here, then the demand will increase. If I say it is a normal workday here, then the demand also will increase. So the demand curve here will change dependent on the day type, the season, and also the hour. It will also depend on the year, because if I increase the year here, then there is a percentage increase each year, and then the demand will also increase. If I want to change the supply curve here, I have to go here and say I'm a producer. And when I'm a producer, I want to, and I'm going to bid on the market, I have to define the price of the fuel I spend. If, for instance, this is a coal-fired unit here, if I say that the coal price will increase here to, for instance, 5 euros per megawatt hour, then you can see that the marginal cost of the coal units here, they will increase. And if I say that the CO2 quota price will increase here, then all the units that will emit CO2, their prices will increase also. So when I bid to the power exchange, I have to define the fuel costs here and the cost of CO2. And I also have to define the availability, because if I go here to Ventimoler 1, VE1, all the units here, they are in fact running at their maximum capacity. But if I say, okay, we don't have this windy day, so the availability of wind will only be 50% here, then the curve here, the supply curve, will go to the left, because now onshore and the offshore wind turbines, they will have reduce their capacity to half capacity. I can also say that the power plants here, they have only a availability of 90%, then their capacity will also be reduced. The supply curve here can be changed by changing the fuel prices and the availability of the different power units. This is how it looks here in VE1. If you go to VE2, you can see here we have the capacity of the wind turbines and the power plants. They have also been reduced with the availability of these units here. And you can see the same supply curve here. Form of supply curve, there are wind turbines, there is a coal unit here, coal-fired unit, it's a combined cycle unit, and a coal unit here, and a gas turbine. And when we go here to hydrolysis, then you can see here we have hydropower plant, another hydropower plant, we have nuclear power plants here, and we have a biomass-fired unit here, and then we have an oil-fired peak load unit. Now we have seen that we have demand and supply curves in each of these areas. We can change the parameters here, fuel prices and availabilities in these areas. And when we do that, we can make a calculation. I will click here on the gears and say I want to make a calculation. I point out which areas that should be included in the calculation, and then I make a quick calculation here. And what you see here is that we get different prices in the different areas. The same prices here and a smallly lower price here. And when we look here at the supply and demand curve, you can see here in Ventimoler 1, we have a very high demand here. And this unit here is the marginal units. All these units, they will be operating. This unit here will only be operating part loaded, because the production here will go from here to here. And this, of course, this unit here is setting the price, and you can see that the marginal price is 107 euros per megawatt hour. This is also the price here. If we look at VE2, it is the same type of unit having the same price here. And if we look here at the hydrolysis here, you can see that the marginal unit here will be this oil-fired unit, and it is small. It's not so expensive as the gas turbines, so it will have a slightly lower price. If I say, okay, now I want to make this calculation on a Saturday, and it is during spring, and I do a new calculation here, quick calculation, prices will change. Now here it is this unit here that is the marginal unit, and it has a cost 57 euros per megawatt hour, and you can see that this is the price in this area here. And if I, for instance, said there's no wind here, and I do a new calculation here, you can see that there's no wind left here. And now, but still it is this unit here that is the marginal unit. So the price will not be changed in this area here. This is the end of this video, where I've shown you how you can change supply and demand curves in the Power Market Simulator, and how these curves, the supply curve, will depend on fuel prices, and how the demand curve will depend on which hour in the day we are looking at, and the season and the day type. In the next video, I will continue working with the Power Market Simulator, and I will show you how you can build new power plants, you can build transmission capacities between different areas, and how you can change the consumption in different areas. See you there.